I think a lot of people are under the perception that in grad school you'll have no personal time and you'll spend all of your time with your research and you won't have a life. Like people think they'd be throwing away their 20s. But I know countless people who are working in industry who are working more hours than me on average. Like going to grad school doesn't mean that you're going to be working more than any of your other friends. Like your other friends might work more than you when you're in grad school. Your other friends might have less flexibility with their jobs. Like that can happen at plenty of different jobs. So like there's still room to have a life in grad school. Like your 20s aren't going to be gone. You're still going to be living. You can have your life, you can have your friends, you can have your family. Like you're still going to be doing other things besides just grad school 100% of the time. And I think some people think that when you're in grad school, it's like 5 or 6 years that you're not going to accomplish anything outside of academic pursuits. And I don't think that's true. I think a lot of the times people think there's like very specific kinds of people who will do well in grad school, and it has to be someone who has been super passionate about this one technical topic for their whole life and they know everything about it. And really what you need to succeed in grad school is like determination and creativity and the ability to keep working on hard problems and to be uncomfortable when you don't know how to solve something and be okay with that. um, you don't need to be like the genius prodigy in your field in order to do well in grad school. You really just need like grit and determination and a little bit of inherent ability to solve these kinds of problems.
I think for me, like it's always been kind of like a challenge because I feel like you're pushed pretty hard. I think when you're deciding like junior, senior year what to do, like to go into industry, and I think that one thing I just ended up realizing was I think you can spend, how should I put, maybe it's like right when you get out of college, I think is kind of like a time in your life when obviously you kind of are young and you have like a lot of flexibility, and you know, making a decision that you weren't sure about isn't going to affect you so much in life, at least in the CS paths, I think. So I think it was kind of interesting just to realize that like MEng, I think, is a program that's, you know, pretty easy to do like after your fourth year, but it's pretty hard to do if you wait a few years. So I was thinking, you know, just makes more sense to give it a try and really see if kind of like the academic path is really for me. And then I think what seems like I still haven't quite wrapped my head around is, you know, if you want to go on a longer path to become a professor or a postdoc or those kind of things, um, I think that's kind of like a level of commitment. You have to really kind of be honest with yourself and, you know, realize that that's the thing you want to do. So